Alright, hi guys. Our project number is number 5, and our project is Possum Charger. I'm Nguyen. I'm working with Ngoc and Nguyen1. He goes by Ethan1. So here's the table of content. I'll go over the first 4 of the content, and then Ngoc and Ethan will went to the rest. Team role. Myself, I was a researcher and planner. Ethan, he was the editor and recorder. Ngoc, he was a designer and the builder. So as everyone know, wire charging is a very standard way to charge a phone. However, we found that it's inconvenience to carry the wire and keep them safe, and it's also unsafe. It's not safe to use wire charger. But now we know that every smartphone now has a feature of wireless charging. So why don't we use wireless charging? It's easy to build and it's cheap. So the problem we came up with the problem is that the cable charger is unsafe for use and inconvenient. Also, the cable charger is also very hard to use in the dark. We also know that smartphones released recently or have supported wireless charging, but the wireless charger now in the market is quite pricey. To solve this, we came up with 3 things. First, we built a cheaper wireless charger. Second, we will build a wireless charger with a unique shape so that it can be used as a home decor. And third, we will install some of the LED so the wireless charger can be used in the dark. Next, Ethan will go over the next thing.
So this part is our survey report. By doing the survey report, we can get more understanding about our project and how to building our wireless charger. So we pick out some important questions in our survey report to thinking about how to building a best wireless charger in order to compete other wireless chargers. So next slide. The first question as you see in the current most of the smartphone they are suppose wireless charging. So which means in the future there is a potential market for the wireless charger. So we are going to build wireless charger. Next. And then edge is always is another thing we are focused on because most of the teenager they like new technology. So we will focus on the range will be for the 19 to 24 years old. Next. And then as you see, everyone has the smartphone and then they use it very heavily. So as you see, over around 50% of people they at least they charge their phone at least one a day. And then so in the previous slides you can see we are going to install a LED light because a lot of people they charge their phone in the dark environment. So this is why we want to install our wireless charge has the LED lights. Next. So the second question is, do you prefer wireless charger or cable charger? So this means in current the wireless charger market, maybe a lot of wireless charger is not like too common or they do not satisfy the cost consumers. So a lot of people still using the cable charge. So we are going to build the more like special or unique like wireless charger in order to attract more people to purchase the wireless charger. Next. So this part will be our Luho to present it.
Hi everyone. So now I'm gonna talk about a little bit about the theory. So wireless charging is based on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Magnetic induction is the production of the electromotive force across an electrical conductor in a change in magnetic field. Electromagnetic induction was discovered by Michael Faraday and was placed in 1831. And this is the formula of Faraday's law of induction. And you see the magnetic flux through the surface sigma is can be evaluated by using the flux integral of the magnetic field B through the surface sigma. Next slide, please. So when the flux through the surface changes, Faraday's law of induction says that the wire acquires an EMF. In order to generate an EMF, so we can use several ways, such as changing the magnetic field B, changing the surface sigma, changing the orientation, or combine any of this this way. Next, please. So now I'm gonna talk a little bit about our design. So our goals in this project is to make a wireless charger that is cheaper than any other wireless charger on the market. So we are not trying to focus on the functions. Instead, we focus on the design of our products. So inspired by a cherry blossom, our team came up with the design. As you can see, our wireless charger has shape of a flower, a cherry blossom. And on each petal of the flower, we install some LED to make it easier to charge in the dark. Next slide, please. While we were designing our product, we considered some human factors that could affect it. The first one we consider is the simplicity. So with a wireless charger, the charging process becomes much easier and much more convenient. The second human factor we consider is the charging behavior of our customer. So according to our survey, we noticed that more of the customer charge the phone before they go to sleep in the dark environment. So we decided to install more LED to make it easier for them to charge in the dark. And the last factor is the cost. So in the recent year, customer had to spend like $1,000 to buy a smartphone. So I think most of them won't spend a lot of money on accessory like charger. So the cheaper our wireless charger is, the more customer will get interest in our product. Next slide, please. In this project, we use more of the materials that we have at home, and we borrow some from the Arduino kit. So our purchase is quite short. So we have two items to, in the purchase list. The first one is the more important one is the wireless charger PCB8, and the second one is the soldering iron. Next, please. And now Ethan's gonna go over the gain chart and the per chart.
So this is our Gantt chart, and then so everything was on schedule. So we complete everything. So and in the following slides, you will see more pictures and then process about our project. So next slide. And then this is our per chart, and then it's kind of similar to a Gantt chart. So let's do next one. So let's talk about the challenge of this project. We think the most challenging part of our project is due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's hard to meet our group in person. So we spend a lot of time in discuss. And then the second thing is because, as we mentioned, in the current market, the wireless charge are design is not like too fancy or like, so we want to make more special. So we designed like our wireless charger like a flower. So we would like to attract more people to see the different wireless charger in order to purchase it. And then we also spend a lot of time in discuss and communication, but everything, I think we are, when we do this project, we will not have a lot huge issues. So finally, fortunately, we did our project. Next.
And this is our assembly progress. So the assembly is quite simple for this project. So first we have to repair the wireless charger PCPA. So we detect the wire loop from the circuit board and then attach it. So to make it easier to put in the case. Next slide, please. Okay, so after that we reconnect it to the circuit board, and after that we test it that the circuit board still work. Next, please. The next one we do is to make a case for our wireless charger, and it is the more challenging part. So because we design is like a flower shape, so it's hard to cut it and make the size. So at first we decided to make the size as plastic as well, but then if we found it's really difficult to make it to bend the plastic. So we decided to use the cardboard instead. Next slide, please. And this is the LED. So we make a shape of a flower on so, and we repel like 5 LEDs and attach it to each petal of the flower. Next, please. And then we place the LED circuit board and the wireless charger patch into the case and close it with another clear plastics. Next, please. And after that, we just cover the surface in order with the colored tape to make it like prettier. Next, please. And this is our final product. Next slide, please. Okay, and this is some videos that how we test that.
So what we do next with the project is to improve it. Is first we will make it with more design, and we have also the features to personal customization for the wireless charger. Also we try to include an automatic power shut off after finishing charging, and we also try to include an LCD screen to showing the charger status and the progress. Thank you for listening, guys.